Today's topic is common factors and common multiples. Example of common factors. What are the common factors of 25 and 55? So first we have to find out the factors of 25 and 55. So factors of 25 are 1 and 5. After that factors of 55 are 1, 5 and 11. So here the common factors you can see between 25 and 55 are 1 and 5, that you have to underline them. After that last we have to write down common factors of 25 and 55 are 1 and 5. Now example of common multiples. Find the common multiples of 3 and 4. Here first we will write down the multiple of 3. So multiple of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24 and so on. After that multiple of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 28 and so on. Now here you can see that the common multiples of 3 and 4 are first one is 12 and the another one is 24. So common multiples of 3 and 4 are 12, 24 and so on. Multiples we can write down in infinite forms. So here the common multiples you will get in the infinite form. Now co-prime numbers. If 1 is the only common factor between two numbers, then they are said to be co-prime numbers. Now here check whether 7 and 15 are co-prime numbers or not. Then first factors of 7 are 1 and 7 and factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5 and 15. Here you can see we are not finding any, only one common factor we are finding and that is 1. So 7 and 15 are the co-prime numbers. Now some more divisibility rules. First one is given. Let A and B are two given numbers. If A is divisible by B, then it will be divisible by all the factors of B also. Let us understand by the example. Now if 24 is divisible by 12, then 24 will be divisible by all the factors of 12, that is 2, 3, 4, 6 also. Means a number is given to you, that it is, suppose here in the example 24 is given. So 24 is divisible by 12. So it will be also divisible by the factor of 12. So factors of 12 are 2, 3, 4, 6. So 24 is also divisible by 2, 3, 4 and 6. Next, second one is let A and B are two co-prime numbers. If C is divisible by A and B, then C will be divisible by the product of A and B also. Now here example is there. If 24 is divisible by 2 and 3, which are the co-prime numbers, then 24 will also be divisible by the product of 2 and 3, that is 6. Now here 24 is given, it is divisible by 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are co-prime numbers. So if it is divisible by co-prime numbers, then it will be also divisible by the product of that two numbers, that is 6. If A and B are divisible by C, then A plus B will also be divisible by C. Example is there. If 24 and 12 are divisible by 4, then 24 plus 12, it will be equal to 36. Will be also divisible by 4. Here two numbers are there. They are commonly divisible by 4. So addition of that two number means 24 plus 12. What we are getting? 36. So 36 will be also divisible by the same number with which we were dividing 24 and 12, that is 4. Fourth, if A and B are divisible by C, then A minus B will also be divisible by C. If 24 and 12 are divisible by 4, then 24 minus 12, that is 12, will also be divisible by 4. Here 24 and 12, two numbers are given. Both the numbers are commonly divisible by 4. So if we find out if we subtract 24 and 12, then what answer we are getting? 12. So that 12 will also be divisible by 4. Definition of prime factorization. A way to write a composite number as the product of its prime factors. A composite number is given to you and you have to write that same composite number in the form of prime factors. The factors, that number should have the factors and that factor should be prime. Here example is there, 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 will be equal to 12. Here 12 has factors 2 and 3. Now we want to write down 12 in the product of form of prime numbers. So 2 multiply 2 multiply 3. So 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. Now we can write down in the exponent form, that is 2 is 2 times. So 2 raised to 2 multiplied by 3, it will be equal to 12. Now how to do a prime factorization? Factor tree method. First method is factor tree method. So first step is write down any composite number. We are writing here 48. After that, second step is start dividing by the prime. If the composite number is divisible by 2, write it down and find the next factor. If not, check if the factor is evenly divisible by 3, 5, 7, 9, etc. Make two arrows. After that, 48 can be written, if 48 is divisible by 2, so it can be written as 2 multiplied by 24. Now next step, check the factor. If they are prime, you are done. If they are not, proceed to step 4. Here two factors are there of 48, 2 and 24. 2 is prime but 24 is not prime, it is composite. So same way we will proceed towards the next step. Continue dividing. If one of the factor is divisible by 2, write it down and find the next factor. If not, check if the factor is evenly divisible by 3, 5, 7, 9 or etc. Here 24 we will check whether it is divisible by 2 or not. Yes, it is divisible by 2. Now if it is not divisible by 2, any other number is given to you and it is not divisible by 2, then you have to check whether it is divisible by 3, 5, 7 or 9. That way you have to check. Here 24, again we will write down two arrows. 24 can be written as 2 multiplied by 12 and the first two we will copy down as it is. So here we are getting 2 multiply 12. Now here you can see that second 2 we have got, but after that again 12 is there and 12 is again a composite number. Now step 5, check the factors. If they are prime, proceed to step 6. If they are not, repeat step 4. So here again 12 can be written as, again we will make write factors of 12. Factors of 12 will be 2 multiplied by 6. So we are getting 2 times 2. After that factors of 12 are 2 and 6. Again you can see that we are getting the 2 as prime but another 6 is a composite number. So again we have to repeat the same process, that 6 can be written as 2 3s. So here you can see that we have copied out the first 2, after that second 2, after that third 2, after that fourth 2. It is the factor of 6. 2 multiplied by. Step 6, write the prime factorization in exponential form. So it can be written as 2 raised to how many times? 4 times. Here you can see 2 we have written them 4 times. So 2 raised to 4 multiplied by 3, which will be equal to the 48. Now find the prime factorization. 4, we will write down the factors of 4. First we will see whether it is divisible by 2. Yes, it is divisible by 2. So 4 is written as 2 multiplied by 2. Now prime factorization is completed. Both the factors we are getting as prime. So next step will be prime factorization in exponential form. So 2 raised to 2, it will be equal to 4. Another example, 27 can be written as 27 is not divisible by 2 but it is divisible by 3. So 3 multiplied by 9. Again 9 is divisible by 3. So 3 3s are. So here we are getting, here prime factorization we have got, all the 3 factors are 3 3 3, means they are prime. So last step will be 3 raised to 3, it will be equal to 27. Now 18 is divisible by 2. So 2 multiplied by 9. Again 9 is not divisible by 2 but it is divisible by 3. So it can be written as 3 multiplied by 3. So at last we have to write down 2 multiply 3 raised to 2. It will be equal to 18. Now how to do prime factorization by ladder method? Step 1, write down any composite number, that is 18. After that, second step, it start dividing by the prime. If the composite number is divisible by 2, write it on the left of the L and write the other factor below the original composite. If not, check if the number is evenly divisible by 3, 5, etc. Here we will write, first we have to draw L. After that, here 18 is divisible by 2. So 2 we will write down on the left. But 2 9s are 18, means 9 we have to write down at below that composite number. Next step, step number 3. Check the factors if they are prime. Proceed to step 6. If not, continue the process. Now let us see 2 and 9. Here you can see 2 is prime but 9 is not prime. So again this method we have to repeat. Again we will draw. Step 4 will be continue dividing the ladder on the next rag of the ladder by the prime or prime starting with 2. Now 9 cannot be divided by 2, so it can be divided by 3. So step 5, repeat this process until on the next rag of the ladder is prime. So again 9 can be written as 3 3s are. So 3 we are dividing it by 3, so 3 we will write down on the left side of the 9. After that same L we have to draw. Again 9 9s are 3 3s are 9. So we are writing down another 3 at the bottom of 9. So here you can see the last number we are getting, it is 3, which is prime. So here the prime factorization gets completed and we have to write down that in the exponential form, means 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. It will be equal to 2 multiply 3 raised to 2. Here definition is given that the highest common factor of two numbers is the largest number that is a common factor of both numbers. We call it HCF. It is also known as greatest common factor or GCF also. Now here for finding highest common factor, we have to find out the largest number which is in common between two or more than two numbers. Now how to find out HCF? First list all numbers of each number. List them in pairs so you don't miss any out. After that circle all common factors. The highest circle factor is the HCF. Find the highest common factor of 36 and 90. Here two numbers are given and you have to find out that the highest common factor of these both the numbers. First we will do prime factorization of 36. So 36 can be written as 6 6 draw two arrows and write 6 multiply by 6. After that 6 can be written as 2 3s. Again same for that 6, another 6 also. So the factors of 36 are 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. After that for 90 again 9 10s. After that 9 can be written as 3 3s and 10 can be written as 2 5s. Here you can see all the numbers you are getting are prime. So here the prime factors we have got. So 90 is equal to 2 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 5. Now here in one single line we will write down the factors of 36 is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3 and factors of 90 is equal to 2 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 5. Now we have to circle the common between them. Here you can see 2 is common between for 36 and 90. Again 3 is common between 36 and 90. Again another 3 also we can see. So we have to circle all these numbers. After that for HCF the common prime factors are, here you can see 2, 3 and 3. These three numbers are the common between both of them. So after that we have to multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3 will be equal to 18. So the HCF is equal to 18. Now find the highest common factor of 18 and 60. For 18 the factors are 2 multiply 3 multiply 3. After that for 60 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 5. These factors you can find out using prime factorization of for tree method. After that, here you can see that the common between 18 and 60, first common factor is 2, another common factor is 3. So multiply the common prime factors, you can see 2 multiply 3, so 2 3s are 6, so HCF is equal to 6. Only you have to find out the common factors between the given numbers, and after that multiply them. It is very simple. Now definition of lowest common multiple. For HCF it was highest common factor, and now we are talking about the lowest common multiple. The lowest common multiple of two numbers is the smallest number that is a common multiple of both numbers. We call it LCM, means the smallest number which we get in common while we are writing the multiples of any two numbers. It can be 2 or 3 also numbers. So how to find out LCM? List the first few multiples of each number. We have to list out the few multiples. After that, circle the common multiples. After that, the lowest circle number is the LCM. Let us see the example. Find the lowest common multiple of 36 and 81. So for that we need the factors of 36. So 36 can be written as 6 6 are. After that 6 can be written as 2 3s are. Again 6 can be written as 2 3s are. For 81 9 9s are. 9 can be written as 3 3s are. Again 9 can be written as 3 3s are. So the factors for 36 are 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3, and for 81 it is 81 is equal to 3 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 3. Now we will write down the same 36 and 81 there in two lines. After that we will circle the common factors. Here you can see 2 times 3 we are getting common. So HCF will be 3 multiply 3, which will be equal to 9. After that, for finding LCM we have to make brackets of the leftover factors. Here you can see 2 and 2 of 36 and 3 and 3 of 81 are the factors which are not common. So that we will write down as LCM is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3 from that box brackets. After that we have to again multiply it with the 9. So it will be equal to 324. So we have to multiply for LCM 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 9, which will be equal to 324. You have to do rough work for multiplying these larger numbers. Now find the LCM. 6 is equal to 2 multiply 3 and 8 is equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. Here you can see that the common factor between both 6 and 8 is 2, which is circled. After that HCF will be only one number we are getting as a common, so it will write, so HCF will be 2. After that the remaining factors 3 2 2 that we will put in the box bracket. After that LCM will be equal to 2 multiply 2 multiply 3, and that HCF 2 also we have to multiply with it. So the answer will be 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 2, it will be equal to 20. The ladder method. Now we have learned about the listing method. Now we will learn about the ladder method. One method to solve two things, that is LCF and GCF. GCF means HCF only. The ladder method is a method of factoring which allows you to factor two numbers at once in order to find the LCM of the two numbers. Now this ladder method is used to find out the LCM. Find the GCF of two numbers. GCF means HCF only. It is also known as GCF, means greatest common factor. Use the ladder to factor 6 and 18. You will divide out any common factor of the two number. Here common factor between 6 and 8. 6 and 8 both are even numbers. So first we will divide it by 2. So what number gives into both 6 and 8? Here draw the ladder. After that we have seen that the common between 6 and 8, the factor is 2. So now divide both 6 and 8 by the 2. So 2 3s are 6. After that 2 4s are 8. So 3 and 4 are written in the next step. After that Does any besides 1 go into both 3 and 4? After 3 and 4, the common factor between 3 and 4 is 1. Other than 1, no another factor will be common between them. So, let's find the least common multiple LCM of 6 and 8. The LCM is the product of all the numbers on the left and the bottom. So, on the left it is 2 and at the bottom it is 3 and 4. So, we will multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 4 to find the LCM, which will be equal to 24. So, the LCM of 6 and 8 is 24. Which numbers in the ladder give you the LCM? So, here we have learned all the left hand side and the bottom side. So, the L shape gives you the LCM. Multiply the numbers on the left and bottom. Here you can see a L shape is drawn. That L shapes, whatever numbers you are getting in that L shape, you have to multiply that all numbers to get the LCM. What about the greatest common factor GCF of 6 and 8? Now we want to find out the GCF or HCF of 6 and 8. Then what we have to do? Again we have done the ladder method and found out the LCM, all the factors of 6 and 8. After that, the GCF is the product of all the numbers on the left. So, on the left only we are having 2, or we have to see the ladder. On the left hand side of the ladder, the number 2 is GCF. So, the GCF of 6 and 8 is 2. Which numbers in the ladder give you the GCF? That we have learned. It is only the left hand side. So, multiply the numbers on the left only for the GCF. Let's try some bigger numbers. Divide out all the common factors down on the left side. 24 and 60. Now, what number goes into both 24 and 60? It will be 2. Here you can see 24 and 60 both are even numbers. The last digit you can see in 24 4 and in 60 0. 4 and 0 both are even digits. So, both will be divisible by 2. So, 2 12s are 24 and 2 30s are 60. After that again, does only besides 1 go into both 12 and 30? Yes, 1 is common factor between 12 and 30. Other than that, 2 is also common factor between 12 and 30, because for 12 the last digit 2 is even and for 30 the last digit 0 is even. So, both of them are even numbers. So, we can divide them by 2. So, make another ladder. After that again we will divide it by 2. So, write down 2 on the left side. After that 6, 2 6 are 12. After that 2 15s are 30. How about 6 and 15? Now what about 6 and 15? 6 and 15 have the common factor 1 only. No, but they also have a common factor 3. So, we will make a next ladder and after that we will write down 3 on the left hand side. So, here 3 2s are 6 and 3 5s are 15. Anything else? Now you can see 2 and 5 both are prime numbers and they have a common factor, that is 1 only. So, here we are done. So, find the LCM. Now we have to find the LCM of this numbers 24 and 60. So, what we have to do? We have to multiply the left hand side and the bottom, that is 2 multiply 2 multiply 3 multiply 2 multiply 5. So, the answer will be 120. So, the LCM of 24 and 60 is 120. Now, find the GCF or HCF. For HCF, we have to only multiply the left hand side, that is 2 multiply 2 multiply 3, which will be equal to 12. So, the GCF of 24 and 60 is 12. Now, first question is given to you. Renu purchases 2 bags of fertilizer of weights 75 kg and 69 kg. Find the maximum value of weight which can measure the weight of the fertilizer exact number of times. Here the solution is there that we have to find the maximum value of weight. For maximum it is HCF, that you have to remember. Maximum value of weight will be equal to HCF of what weights are given, 75 kg and 69 kg. So both of that numbers we have to find out the HCF. So HCF of 75 and 69. Now we will find out the by ladder method the factors of 75 and the factors of 69. So for first 75 can be divided by 3. So 3 25s are. After that for 25 5 5s are, again 5 1s are. So the factor of 75 are 3, 5 and 5. Now let us find out the factors of 69. For 69 it will be 69 last digit is 69 it will be divided by 3. So 3 23s are. After that 23 no another factor is there of 23, that is 1 and 23 itself. So 23 1s are. After that 75 is equal to 3 multiply 5 multiply 5 and 69 is equal to 3 multiply 23. Both the numbers factors we will write down in two lines. After that we will find out the common factor. Here you can see common factor is 3 between both 75 and 69. Here the common factor is 3. HCF of 75 and 69 is equal to 3. Hence maximum value of weight which can measure the weight of the fertilizer exact number of times is equal to 3 kg. 3 boys step off together from the same spot. 3 steps measure 63 cm, 70 cm and 77 cm respectively. What is the minimum distance each should cover so that all can cover the distance in complete steps? Now 3 boys are there. 3 boys are going to some spot and the three boys are covering. The first boy is covering 63 cm, another is covering 70 cm and the third one is covering 77 cm. So we have to find out the minimum distance. Minimum means the least. Means here the solution, in the solution we have to find out the LCM. So let us see the solution. Minimum distance is equal to LCM of 63, 70 and 77. For LCM we will write down 63, 70 and 77 in the one ladder only. First we will try with the 2. With the 2 only 70 will be divisible. So 63 and 77 we will write down as it is and 2 35s are 70. After that in the next step 63 can be divisible by 3, 35 cannot be divisible by 3 and 77 also cannot be divisible by 3. So 35 and 75 we will write down as it is and 3 21s are 63. Next step 21 can be divided by 3. So next again we will write down 3 7s are 21. After that 35 as it is. After that 77 as it is. After that here you can see 35. 35 is 35 can be divided by 5. So but it 7 and 77 cannot be divided by 5. So that we will copy down as it is in the next ladder. So 5 7s are 35. After that here you can see 7 and 77. So here you can see that common factor between 7 77 will be 7. So we will write down 7 1s are 7, again 7 1s are 7, again 7 11s are 77. 7 we will write down once only on the left hand side and whatever we are dividing it, that we will write down at the bottom. After that 1 1 11. Now 1 1 11, here last is 11. So 11 we will write down as 11 1s are and first one and second one we will copy down as it is and 11 1s are. So LCM of 63, 70 and 77 is equal to 2 multiply 3 multiply 3 multiply 5 multiply 7 multiply 11. This all we have to multiply in the any rough page and find out the answer. That will be 6930. Hence the minimum distance each boy should cover so that all can cover the distance in complete steps, it is equal to 6930 centimeter. Now next sum is determine the smallest 3-digit number which is exactly divisible by 6, 8 and 12. Here we have to find out the LCM of 6, 8 and 12. After finding the LCM we can find out that what will be the LCM of 6, 8 and 12. From that we will find out that the 3-digit number which is the smallest number which will be exactly divisible by 6, 8 and 12. So first smallest number which is exactly divisible by 6, 8, 12, it will be LCM of 6, 8 and 12. So we will find out first LCM of 6, 8 and 12. That same using the ladder method. After that LCM of 6, 8 and 12 will be 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 3, it will be equal to 24. For larger multiplication you have to use the rough page. Since all the multiples of 24 will also be divisible by 6, 8 and 12. Now here you can see that if 24 is LCM of 6, 8 and 12, then 24's multiples means all the answers of the table of 24 that will be divisible by 6, 8 and 12 also. But we need to find the smallest 3-digit number which is divisible by 6, 8 and 12. That means 24 is already there, but we want 3-digit number. So we will multiply 24 with the 4. So 24 4s are 96. 96 is only 2-digit number. So this cannot be, this multiple will not work. So we will find out 24 multiplied by 5. So it will be equal to 120. So 120 is a 3-digit number. Thus 120 is the required smallest 3-digit number which is exactly divisible by 6, 8 and 12. That's all for this chapter. Thank you.